Hi, I'm Sam Mesick. I'm standing for election as Senator in the upcoming election. I'm also the chairman of the Reform Jersey Party, and our candidates have agreed that I should answer these questions on behalf of all the candidates rather than submitting the same thing 18 times. You can read about what we will do to support the digital industry, improve the e-government programme and provide digital skills training opportunities in Jersey by going to our website at www.reformjersey.je and checking out our manifesto, heading to pages 9, 13 and 21. In terms of the current shortage, then if we're going to show a proper commitment to the digital industry, then they must be able to get their fair share of licences when they can demonstrate that they need them. And on this issue, the government has been too weak in recent years. But that isn't a long-term solution, simply because we can't always just bring people into the island when we are having problems with access to housing. The long-term solution has got to be based on improving opportunities for on-island training in this area. Reform Jersey is committed to improve what is on offer in our schools for young people to gain digital skills, but also we have an emphasis on higher education and lifelong learning so adults can access training too, which is something that's going to be increasingly important as jobs are lost because of automation. The proposals that have been put forward for a Digital Enterprise Academy are good, but we can't prevaricate over it like we have done with the hospital project. We've got to do it properly so that it's a place which people aspire to go to, and that means committing to the full package and not doing it in a half-hearted way. It's certainly something we should consider in the future, but before going down this sort of road, we've got to be absolutely certain that we've learnt the lessons from the Jersey Innovation Fund. The state of Jersey doesn't really have a good track record when it comes to this sort of thing, and we often get involved in things like the Innovation Fund, the Aircraft Registry, etc. And for that sort of thing to succeed, it requires a type of business zeal that we've just lacked. So if public money is going to be used for this sort of thing, we need to be absolutely sure that there are proper processes in place and we do our due diligence. But I think overall the principle of government helping businesses get on their feet has got to be a good one. The better the underpinning infrastructure is, the easier it becomes to promote yourself. So we should be on the ball when it comes to amending our legislation to allow new technology to be tested in Jersey and attract businesses here to take advantage of that. One of the reasons of the success of Jersey's finance industry is that we were prepared to be flexible and give it priority so we could move quickly. So improving our PR isn't what will deliver that, it's tangibly improving our infrastructure that matters. One of the things that Reform Jersey has pledged to do is to reduce Class 2 social security contributions for the self-employed. This is something we think would tangibly help those people when they're in the first few years of setting up their business. Another thing we should be doing is prioritising local firms in state's procurement. So we don't just offer the tender to the firm which offers the lowest price, but we use it as a process for directly investing in local businesses, enabling them to create their own products and validate Jersey as a test bed, and they can go to sell those products on to other jurisdictions. Or pretty much anything that's appropriate. We've only just got online voter registration in Jersey, which really is something we should have done years ago, and the fact it's taken so long I think is a sign of the inertia which has existed until now. So I think the government has got to put pressure on the parishes to keep up to date on these things and make sure that they treat it as a priority and don't just push it down the line because it's too much work. Well, we really need to sort out our e-government programme, which is something that's lacked vision and spent a lot of money so far without really much to show for it. We've spent too much time focusing on standalone systems rather than actually putting together a decent online ID system which everything else can then interact with. In the future, we should encourage the states to provide access to government services using open API standards to sort of allow private sector integrators and app developers to build commercial apps that interact with government systems. Allowing them to do this I think would be good for the digital economy. It would help move government initiatives forward using private investment, and it would ultimately help promote Jersey as a digital centre of excellence.